My nosy aunt demanded to smell my fingers, so I gave her a shock. I have this aunt named Jean who is, well, a bit of a jerk. One of those people who always wants to stir up drama, get people in trouble, cause fights, etc. When I was a teenager, she would go out of her way to try to get me in trouble with my parents because she said they were too lenient. At the time of this story, I am 14 years old and had been a regular smoker for 4 years, started early, but quit in my late 20s, now 30-plus years tobacco-free. My parents knew that I smoked, but had a don't ask, don't tell mentality about it. They would punish me if they caught me smoking at home, even though they both smoked or outside, but otherwise pretty much ignored it. This laissez-faire attitude drove dear old Auntie Jean nuts, so she would regularly try to out me for smoking to get me in trouble. This included demanding to smell my fingers when I came home, or had been outside and out of sight for a while. If she smelled tobacco, she would rat on me to my mom, who would usually ground me for a day or two. One day, dear old Auntie Jean is visiting my mom, and they are sitting at the table having a lovely little chin wag. I came home and went in to say hi, and immediately dear old Auntie Jean demands to smell my fingers. I said, "Oh, wait a minute, I have to do something first," and ran upstairs before my mom finally got annoyed enough with dear old Auntie Jean's whining to force me to let her sniff my digits. Dear old Auntie Jean yelled after me, "I had better not hear the water running or I will know you washed the smoke stink off." Once upstairs, I went into the bathroom and proceeded to drop a nice, stinky mess. Finished up as I normally would, but did not wash my hands, as per dear old Auntie Jean's orders. I came back down into the kitchen and presented my hand for dear old Auntie Jean to sniff. She gave my fingers a good, long inhale. "Yo, that smells like a disaster," said dear old Auntie Jean. I nodded thoughtfully and said, "Okay," before turning to pour myself a cup of coffee. I had my back to them, and there was a period of about 10 to 15 seconds of expectant silence as they waited for me to tell them what the smell was. Finally, my mom said, "Well, what was the smell?" "Oh, it was a disaster." Dear old Auntie Jean immediately began gagging and rushed to the sink. For some reason, the actual smell of the mess did not make her sick, but learning it was that did. Not sure if legitimately psychosomatic or just more drama, but she spent several minutes retching in the sink. My mom was simultaneously amused, but slightly annoyed, and asked me why I did that. She told me not to wash my hands, just following orders. "You want to sniff my fingers, dear old Auntie Jean? Enjoy a noseful of that smell. Follow for more."